Hello, how you doing? Good afternoon, good evening. Happy Wednesday. Today it is February the 24th, 21st. Exactly 1 week after Valentine's. So happy Valentine's to a lot of people out there. I just want to talk about a couple things right now quickly before I leave. I was actually on my Facebook Live talking a little bit, discussing it earlier, but I'm still trying to learn a little bit how this social media works, so you're gonna have to excuse me because I do overshare a lot. But I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Gaza ceasefire, as well as, of course, um, reparations, and the New York Black and Puerto Rican Caucus that happened this weekend. So unfortunately, I was not able to attend it, but I'm sure that a lot of my friends had a great time in Albany this weekend because they were focusing on minority, Black, and women business owners as well. So very happy to talk to be able to share that with my friends and family in Albany, as well as, of course. It is almost Ramadan. So I was saying before, throughout the holidays, happy holidays from Hanukkah to Ramadan. And Ramadan is soon approaching us, as well as, of course, it is the season of Lent. So I do want to send out a happy Lent and happy Ramadan to my friends and fellow people out there as well, even though Ramadan has not started yet. Okay. I want to let you guys know a little bit about me. My name is LaQueen Battle. I'm a medical assistant, home health aide, as well as, of course, here in the Boston area. I do work at multiple sites with multiple people, multiple clients. Every single day throughout the week. So I don't have a permanent schedule. I'm a traveling CNA, I'm a traveling home health aide, and I go to different people's houses, as well as, of course, I'm a server to various sites throughout the Boston area and New York and wherever they assign me to through a couple agencies that I work for. So I'm very varied in what I do, but I'm always on the hunt and on the job lookout as well. So right now that I'm talking to you, this is not a Zoom call. This is not a podcast. I don't have anybody else. I'm just talking to you right in between me and you, the screen. And so wherever you're looking at this, I just appreciate you guys just send me some kind of feedback. If you would like to send me any kind of feedback, you can email me at battle1staid@outlook.com. Again, you can email me at battlefirstaid@outlook.com as well for feedback. So I really appreciate you guys' feedback. I'll be sharing this on TikTok, as well as, of course, on my social media feed, which is going to get blown out right now. So anyway, please continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers. So I want to talk about last week what happened at the Boston City Council. Attorney Ben Weber withdrew his withdrawal for the agreement to the resolution for a ceasefire on his agreement to support the ceasefire in Gaza. That was Attorney Ben Weber. I think he was Boston City Council District 6 in the city and Massachusetts. And so far, it went all the way, that same withdrawal went all the way to the United Nations in Washington, in New York City, with Linda Thomas Greenfield, the ambassador to the UN, also agreeing to veto a resolution demanding its own draft and urging a temporary ceasefire in Gaza. So right now, what's happening, to my knowledge, what I understand, because I wish I could be there, but I unfortunately don't have a passport. or have any associates that are in Gaza right now at this moment. But um, I know I know that there is the hospital, and one of the hospital facilities in Gaza, I think was the Nasser Hospital, has less than 20 people on its site right now at this moment. And so um, the building's completely, the electricity is cut off, no support systems. Um, they there is they've already Israel, the IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, have arrested doctors and medical staff at Nasser Hospital. They have arrested medical staff and prevented them from assisting more patients, more clients there. And so far, people are crying out because as of today, on Tuesday, February the 20th, the UN was actually able to get inside Nasser Hospital, the hospital in Gaza, one of the hospitals in Gaza, and actually able to go out there and get resources and assistance to the hospital. So actually to take some cameras in there and figure out what was going on. And they reported patients are there without oxygen. And it's more cases, some other reports. And so it's really sad to see that they don't have the resources available to them. You know, I wish I could be of assistance because I did serve in the United States Army Reserves in a medical combat unit. And I wish I was actually able to get out there and help with the resources, help with that site, because being in a city like Boston, you're so over influenced by the amount of people who are willing to work that sometimes you work jobs where your skills aren't being met. And that's what's happening to me right now, where I'm working these jobs and I'm not able to use my skill set as a medical assistant CNA. I'm still working on my CNA license, but I'm not able to use my medical assistant, my blood work, my patient care setting. I'm not able to use that experience to work overseas or to use my nonprofit, Battle First Aid Responder Services, and actually able to go out there and be of emergency assistance to people. And it hurts sometimes to see this happen. It really does hurt to see this happen. So I really do apologize that right now I'm not fully able to provide services to emergency services to people like I should be. But I'm just kind of stuck here in the city of Boston doing home health aid services, which is pretty much cooking and cleaning, you know, when I really want to be out in the field, working in a doctor's office, doing patient care, clinical setting. So, but people, they really need the help. And it is, they're just blocking the IDF, the Israel Defense League Fund, the league out there, as well as, of course, Hamas itself, which is, Hamas is not a part of the country Palestine. Hamas is a group, a sect that is has been known to be influenced because of their terrorist activity. It's a group that has also impacted other people as well, and and also cause hate crimes in itself in the country of Israel as well. So they're fighting between a resolution of agreeing, what do we do? Do we do a ceasefire, or do we try to reach an agreement between Israel and the group Hamas, which right now Hamas is terrorist, and Israel is also being accused of terrorism as well, because a lot of thousands and thousands of Palestinians have died that have been unreported. I think it's up to 15,000, 20,000, and even in the UK, in London, England, Prince William, the Prince of Wales himself, has agreed today on Tuesday, February the 2nd, Tuesday, February the 20th, agreed to a ceasefire. So himself, he wants to support, he supports a ceasefire. And so that has the royal family's backing. And then everything else that has to be done in the United States, because the United States, U.S. supports Israel. And that's where a lot of the ammunition, a lot of the monetary means comes from Israel. It comes from the U.S. So we need to figure out some kind of resolution in order to support these people overseas and to do something in order to get the medical assistance that they need out to the people. So anyway, okay. All right. So another topic I want to talk about right quickly is, of course, I'll try to share this on social media, is about reparations. Reparations right now is being debated as we speak this year in 2024 in the city of Boston. So far, it's already been passed in California, in the state of California, as well as of course overseas. It's been passed in Chicago. It's been passed in California, but California has so far not agreed to fund reparations. And so right now, a nonprofit group in Boston called the New Democracy Coalition, headed by Pastor Kevin Peterson, community leader Pastor Kevin Peterson, has agreed to support reparations, and their group is demanding $5 billion to the Boston residents, some about 70,000 to 80,000 Black Boston residents. And so I went to the meeting on Saturday at the Dudley Cafe, and one of the first questions I asked was, is there a blood test required? And usually when you're doing family genealogy, it does require a blood test. But usually for this cause, of the sake of reparations in the city of Boston, all they require is that your family has some kind of slavery lineage ties to the city. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to be born in the city. It doesn't mean that you have to be from the city. It just means that your family has to have some kind, you still have to live in the city of Boston, you have to live in the city of Boston, and that your family has to have some kind of slavery ties to the city of Boston. Now, it may be different in different kind of jurisdictions or different kind of states, but it's being debated right now in Paris and other countries as well. But that's what's happening right now in Boston, and he's claiming $5 billion for educational and educational support services, and lowering crime rates, and helping with housing issues. That's great, but at the same time is you have to do the math, and you have to understand that it's going to take some time for this to come to focus, come into fruition. So it won't happen overnight. It will not happen overnight, but That's a lot of money to request from a city whose budget the city of Boston has just had a budget shortfall in its educational services, as well as, of course, with lowering support services for the police department. And also, of course, even Mary Wood today was taking away free museum um, passes for Black and brown young people. So that's another issue that is going to be talked about, because um, the Mayor Michelle Wu has her own reparations task force, as well as, of course, with Kevin Peterson too, as well. And so, with all the Zoom meetings and the phone calls and the emails and everything that he's involved in, that he's a part of, I did not understand and I did not know how much of an impact somebody in that political influence would be in. And with just to be involved with it. So again, I do apologize, because being in that position, it has a lot to take upon somebody, as well as, of course, with Boston City Councilor with Louis Jean and Tanya Fernandez Anderson, and everybody else that's involved with Boston City Council. It will not happen overnight. Reparations did not happen overnight for the city of Chicago either, as I saw in Harlem at the movie The Big Payback, with my former landlord and associate Cam Howard, and like understanding I still don't know anything about business, but at the same time though, reparations in Chicago, in Illinois, took years and years and years, and people lost their jobs, and they had to move offices, and they had to do so much just for the cause and for the sake of reparations, getting money for homeowners assistance for Black residents in a city in Illinois. And so that was just reparations. So at the same time as I did not know or understand the years and the impact. This won't happen overnight. It's not going to be passed overnight, but it's still going to take some time. And so hopefully the New Democracy Coalition and Pastor Kevin Peterson and his team will see that and will do something about it and understand it as well. So, I really do appreciate you guys' time and attention. This, like I said before, it's great to be involved with a lot of these nonprofits that I'm involved with, as well as the Mayday Coalition. And the Boston Mayday Coalition does support a ceasefire with Heidi Highland and John Harris and his team. And they do support a ceasefire. And we want to do our very best that we can possible to speak to the Boston City Councilor District 6 office of Ben Weber to go out there and say, please continue to support a ceasefire, sir. And we want to go out there and get the services and the assistance needed to get these people out of despair. So I just want to go ahead and talk that over with you guys. I really do appreciate you guys' time and attention. And we want to do our very best that we can to help these people who are in a worse situation than we are as Americans, as regular citizens who have less needs than we do. And we just have to continue to pray for the people of Gaza as well as in Israel, as well as the hostages that are held hostage. And of course, we can't just say it is what it is, because it's not. And we can do something. If we can do something about it, then we should do something about it. We should make changes and make changes to it as well. So I just want to ask for you guys encouragement and support during this time. I would really appreciate you guys, and please continue to keep the people of Gaza in your thoughts and prayers, as well as, of course, the city of Boston, because Boston has a lot of impact. You'd be surprised, not just in technology and education, because, of course, Google and Facebook and Microsoft were founded here. Okay, and IBM was here. IBM headquarters are here in Boston. But of course, history is in Boston. And so I don't think that Reverend Kevin Peterson and everybody else in the city of Boston know how much of an impact that the community activism with Black Lives Matter, Boston, and the Mayday Coalition, and everything that they're doing, how much of an impact it has around the world. Okay? All right. So, it looks like a beautiful full moon tonight. It's a lunar moon. It's a beautiful full moon, almost. So anyway, please continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers. This is La Queen Battle coming live from Boston for Battle First Aid Responder Services. I did not get to attend the Black and Puerto Rican Asian Caucus, but I'm sure it was a lot of fun, because Rick Ross was the speaker, was the entertainment during the Blue and Black Jean Party, the Denim Party, and of course Letitia James and missed her luncheon, as was, of course, they were focusing on minority women and business owners, and everybody was like, "Oh, you wild out when you go there. Oh, you wild out." Of course, yeah, but you also go for the connections, and for the opportunities to meet people and to network and to do business opportunities, because there's a lot of also business opportunities as well. The fun is good, the party and the meeting people is great, but at the same time you want to go out there and make changes to the community, and that's the focus of the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus, as well as, of course, the New Hampshire Caucus is also happening. The Massachusetts Caucus, Democratic Caucus, happened 2 weeks ago here in Massachusetts and Boston, and there's a lot of other caucuses that are set to be happening, because of course, the March 3rd primaries are soon to be happening in less than 2 weeks in the state of Massachusetts. The presidential primaries are in less than 2 weeks. So we do have President Joe Biden's on the ballot for the Democratic nominee, but other people are also on the ballot, trying to get their name on the ballot as well. So anyway, this is La Queen Battle. I would appreciate you guys having attention. Please continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I am getting denial letters, but and people not returning my phone calls and calls from bill collectors. But yeah, I'm just trying to do the very best I can right now to keep my head up and to keep focus is good, but to keep my head up. So I love you guys. Please continue to keep me in your thoughts and prayers during this time. All right? Well, God bless. Take care.